Once upon a time, in a quaint little village, there lived two delightful Norwegian forest cats named Yindi and Arika. These two furry friends were inseparable and loved exploring their surroundings together. One sunny afternoon, Yindi and Arika decided to embark on an adventure to the local supermarket, a bustling place filled with fascinating sights and smells. As they entered the supermarket, Yindi took charge of the shopping list. With a determined look in his eyes, he began picking out items one by one. Arika, on the other hand, was more interested in the exciting surroundings and wandered off to explore the aisles filled with colourful products and interesting people. Lost in his task, Yindi didn't notice that Arika had ventured away. He continued with his shopping, and once he was done, he headed to the checkout counter to pay for the groceries. With the bags in paw, Yindi began the walk back home, unaware that his dear friend Arika was not by his side. It wasn't until he reached their cozy home that Yindi realized something was terribly wrong. Arika was missing. Panic surged through him as he frantically searched every nook and cranny of their home, hoping that Arika had somehow snuck in without him noticing. But alas, Arika was nowhere to be found. Determined to find his friend, Yindi dashed back to the supermarket. He asked everyone he met, his voice filled with worry. He even approached the cashier, who kindly made an announcement over the store's megaphone. "Attention shoppers, if anyone has seen a Norwegian forest cat named Arika, please come to the front desk." Despite the announcement, there was no sign of Arika. Just as despair was about to set in, a kind passerby mentioned seeing a cat matching Arika's description being taken to a nearby house. Yindi's heart skipped a beat. Could it be? He had to find out. Without wasting a moment, Yindi scoured the village, going door to door and asking if anyone had seen his beloved friend. Hours passed, but Yindi's determination never wavered. Finally, in the quiet corner of the village, Yindi found the house where Arika had been taken. With a hopeful heart, he approached the door and knocked. The door opened, revealing a friendly family who had found Arika wandering alone and taken her in to keep her safe. Seeing Yindi, Arika's eyes lit up with joy and she bounded over to him, purring loudly. Yindi's relief was palpable as he scooped her up, nuzzling her gently. "Thank you so much for taking care of Arika," Yindi said to the family, his voice filled with gratitude. With Arika safely in his arms, Yindi made his way back home. Their little adventure had come to a happy end, and the two friends were reunited. From that day on, Yindi and Arika made sure to stick together during their supermarket visits, their bond stronger than ever. And so, in their cozy little village, they continued to live happily, sharing many more adventures and always looking out for one another.